Hi viewers, I am Ranjit Kumar from Food Technology. Today I am going to talk about the topic physics in cookies. In this topic we are going to learn how physics involved in cookie baking. Okay, let's go. Physics Physics of baking cookies. There are many processes involved in cookie baking. Thermodynamic process, heat transfer, conduction, thermal conductivity and baking, convection, radiation, baking with radiation. These are all involved in cookie baking. First, we see thermodynamics. Thermodynamics deals with the relationship between heat and other properties in a substance. That means thermodynamics deals relationship between heat and physical properties in a cookies. There are a number of physical properties present inside the cookies. In this way, thermodynamics plays major role in cookie baking. In this way, we are going next. Thermodynamic process. A system that undergoes some sort of energetic change within the system affecting the pressure, internal energy, temperature, and heat transfer. That means a sort of energy change within the cookies that affect the cookies. That means heat affecting the pressure. When heat affect the pressure, cookie dough will burn. Next, heat transfer. The change of heat from an object containing a high temperature to a lower temperature body. That means heat transfer from oven to cookie dough, because oven has high temperature and cookie has very low temperature. By this by this way, heat transfer to cookie dough. Three main types of heat transfers are heat conduction, convection, radiation. These three types are the main physical properties in heat transfer. We see three. First, conduction. Heat transfer by means of molecular agitation within a material without any motion of the material as a whole. It means in cookies, heat transfer by means of molecular inside the cookie dough without change in the external material. Q is equal to Ka into T hot minus T cold into T by D. Q, heat transfer in time. K, thermal conductivity of the barrier. A, area. T, temperature. D, thickness of barrier. Next, thermal conductivity, a measure of the ability of material to transfer heat. K is equal to QL by A del T. That means uh, ability of the oven to transfer heat. Uh, by using thermal conductivity, how the oven have the ability to transfer heat. K, thermal conductivity. Q, amount of heat transfer through material. A, area of the body. D, difference in temperature in Kelvin. Next, cookie conductivity and baking. Conductivity and the utensil. Heat is transferred directly onto the baking pan. The pan has direct contact with the cookie dough, causing it to bake. Conductivity, cookie dough and pan has a direct contact, so heat from the oven applies into the cookies and bake. Next, convection. Heat transfer by mass motion of a fluid such as air or water when the heated fluid is caused to move away from the source of heat carrying with it. The oven is used as a heating agent that allows heat to be transferred to cause the cookies to rise, affecting the internal energy of the cookies. The cookie from the oven passed to the cookie dough by air. Heat transfers by air. Uh, Heat surrounds by air and passed into the cookie dough. Next, radiation. Electromagnetic waves traveling through space hit and transfer the heat to that object. Absorption. The way in which a material in this way the in which a material absorbs radiation. Cookie dough absorbs radiation from heat transferred by the oven. Radiation plays a major role in cookie baking. We all have doubts how radiation used in cookie baking, but it is one of the major role. Next, lastly, baking with radiation. Transfer of radiant heat relies on the ability of the baking pan to absorb the heat energy. Darkened spots means absorption of radiation. When we eat cookies, we don't notice that many dark spots on the cookies. that is not spoiled food, that is occur because of radiation absorption. Mm. So we don't worry about that dark spots while we eating the cookies. These are all physical uh, process. Next, lastly, I have many of some questions. How do different temperatures affect cooking speed? How does heat transfer from the oven to baked goods? Convection ovens better are better for baking. These questions, many of the people have these type of questions and confusions. Let's see the answer. Temperature and cooking are directly proportional. When temperature increase, the cooking speed also increase, because heat is the basic thing for cooking. When temperature rises, the physical matters in the dish will baked. Next, the next answer, uh, we see the question. How does heat transfer from the oven to baked goods? Answer: convection. By means of convection process, heat is carried to the food by air. The food is surrounded by hot air and is cooked by it. We see earlier, convection is a very important process for cookie baking. Heat transferred to the cookie dough by means of air. Hot air surrounds in the air and passed into the cookie doughs. By this way, the heat transfer to the cookie dough. Next, convection ovens are recommended more because a fan is present in it, causing heat to be rapidly driven into the food. In convection ovens, the pan is present inside the oven to bake the cookies fast. So, convection oven is recommended. Thank you. Hope you all enjoy my video.